Typing out a perfectly crafted text message takes seconds. You have time to edit, delete, and curate exactly what you want to say. But walk up to a stranger you find attractive in the real world, and suddenly, forming a basic sentence feels like diffusing a bomb. The modern anime, The Cipher of Her Heart, explores this disconnect through Syed, a 23-year-old software engineer in Bangalore. He represents the tension of a generation that is fluent in code, but struggles with conversation. In his element, Syed is in total control. He spends his sun-drenched mornings gliding through lines of code on his mechanical keyboard. He is highly capable and confident, at least until he gets a flashing neon pink pop-up from his most demanding freelance client, a user known only as Midnight_Petal. Midnight Petal operates with pure digital boldness. Through an instant message, they demand Syed change a UI button from depressed charcoal to sunset mango, playfully threatening to send a digital curse his way if he refuses. This exchange highlights the core tension of the film. A screen provides a shield. Behind an anonymous username, people can be as bold, funny, or demanding as they want. But it creates a version of human connection that is limited to a text box. That distance becomes obvious the moment Syed steps away from his desk and walks into Bloom & Code, a vibrant street-side flower shop and coffee bar down the road. This is where he sees Maya, an energetic florist who serves him his morning coffee. Without a keyboard in front of him, Syed's articulate confidence vanishes. He is entirely unable to hold a normal conversation with her. When Maya playfully spins a golden marigold and slides it across the counter to him, Syed's physical reactions take over. He blushes deeply, stammers out a barely coherent thank you, and quickly flees the shop with the flower. Syed exists as two separate people. He can solve any logic puzzle behind a screen, yet he cannot find a single word to say to a girl in a flower shop. His digital fluency and physical silence are entirely partitioned from one another. He is effectively trapped. To bring his capable digital personality into his physical reality, he needs a way to connect these two environments that currently don't speak the same language. A sudden monsoon downpour strikes the city, an environmental shift that forces both Syed and Maya out of their comfortable daily routines. They find themselves caught in the rain, sharing a single umbrella. This forces a physical proximity that neither of them was brave enough to initiate on their own at the shop. Notice what Syed actually does during this walk. He holds the umbrella high, but tilts the center of the dome entirely over Maya to keep her dry, letting his own right shoulder and hoodie absorb the heavy rain. He doesn't say a word about it. This silent sacrifice acts as a physical language. It allows him to communicate a level of care and affection that his verbal paralysis prevents him from stating out loud. While an action like this clearly signals his intent, it lacks the precise clarity of a spoken sentence. They are standing inches apart, yet the core feelings remain unconfirmed, pushing the romantic tension to a breaking point. The tension snaps during a public tech presentation. Syed is on stage under bright spotlights, holding a clicker and delivering his app pitch with a professional confidence he usually reserves for his code. As the house lights come up for questions, Maya sits in the front row of the executive panel. She pulls out her phone, showing the active admin login for Midnight_Petal. She points up at the massive screen and remarks that the sunset mango-colored button looks much better on stage. That specific color choice is the moment Maya forces Syed to realize that the person he's been talking to online is the same person he's been avoiding at the shop. Maya realized Syed was too nervous to ask her out in person, so she used the freelance portal to reach him. By moving the interaction to a digital screen, she gave him the distance he needed to feel safe enough to communicate. This digital channel provided a safe environment. By removing the pressure of face-to-face interaction, they built a rapport that slowly dismantled the social static that kept them apart in the physical world. Maya used the digital interface to bypass the social barriers between them, effectively using the software to find the man behind the stutter. The film resolves on a rooftop garden overlooking the Bangalore skyline, bathed in the deep orange and magenta light of golden hour. In a story driven by coding and glowing smartphones, there is a very deliberate omission in this climax. There are no screens, keyboards, or digital interfaces anywhere in sight. In the first scene, Syed was hiding behind a monitor. Now he is holding Maya's hands in the open air. He is finally speaking his feelings directly, without needing a keyboard to filter his thoughts. He admits the first marigold she gave him was enough to win him over. The weeks of digital banter didn't create his interest. They were just the tools he needed to finally say so out loud. The film suggests that digital interfaces and anonymous avatars act as temporary tools. They allow us to decode and navigate our social anxieties when we are too paralyzed to speak. Technology is an effective way to bridge the initial distance between two people, but true intimacy is only achieved when we log off, step back into the real world, and find the courage to speak for ourselves.